Hello my beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. And today we're going to do message from your ancestors. We did like the pages yesterday, so that's like new energy, and this is old energy, and I felt that it would just be right to take from wisdom today. And the one thing I'm going to say about all of this is that for all the things that I've seen, especially just recently, I've been shown something very clearly from all the stuff that we're available to watch and be swayed by. Be concerned. I feel like they're saying be concerned by anyone who's like so decidedly set in their ways about how things look and what it sounds like, and giving them names. In other words, it's almost like giving them an assigned word to show how bending it is. Like they're showing me again the Tao, where they say as soon as you name it, it is no longer so. It's the first Tao. I think it's like as soon as you give it a name, it's not that anymore. It becomes something totally different. And I feel that words can morph things into monsters. So just be careful about that, about anybody who starts giving definitions to things and most certainly makes it like, the law. There needs to be a certain degree of flexibility, of tolerance, of openness, of understanding that there's a lot more to just a word to things, right? I mean, just the word evil, we use that a lot. And, even certain religions have done that over time. They've started holy wars over it, about their way being the right way. And it always astounds me that so many years down the road, after all those, the crusades and all of that stuff, we are still doing the same exact thing, but now on a platform where everybody's yelling. And I'm thinking, okay, the ancestors are going, the more you try to define something, the more it's going to escape your grasp. And I believe that. I do believe that. I understand that. When you give a certain name, when you call witches evil, when you call, it's somebody, I just saw somebody saying, oh, when somebody's, trying to tell you to do something, they're witches and they're manipulators. And my answer to that was, well, you better call all the commercials you watch witches, the banks that you get loans from witches, the religions that you subscribe to witches, because they're all telling you that you need money, you need their card, they're trying to manipulate you into doing things. They're telling you that you're going to hell. They're telling you all kinds of things. So anything that's manipulating, you got to throw it in the basket. They've all become witches, And then I even said, oh, well, you're trying to change our mind. You're trying to tell us that we should call people witches that do that. So that makes you a witch, doesn't it? And this is the thing. You've got to start realizing that not everything is black and white. And yes, manipulation is not the greatest thing in the world, okay? It's not helping anybody to manipulate him, especially if you're getting him to do something that's going to help you, but no one else. And I understand that. So I say, this year of 2024, and this is from ancestors, this is from they've been showing me, don't get mad about it, because we tend to, myself included. I get really ticked off about this stuff. Instead, show them how it's done, okay? Bring forward that life is a state of being. It's not a state of defining, okay? You don't come with it from the mind. You don't come from it by pointing fingers. It's a state of being, okay? When you are happy and feel love and joy and hold people in your heart, it's a state of being, okay? There's so much coming in with them. Okay, so the first cup is exactly the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is what I was talking about, okay? Emphasize on blessings, okay? On success, on the harmony, on the love. Celebrate love, okay? Celebrate home. Celebrate family. Celebrate the things that matter. Celebrate the emotional connections to things, not the way that we can separate each other and throw each other into compartments and blocks and call each other names. It just doesn't do anything at all, okay? If anything like this happens, you simply have to, I swear to God, if it's somebody you know, just don't go touching people and stuff. But I mean, put your hand on somebody's heart that you care about and say, does this feel good right now? What we're doing right now, does this feel good? And if they're honest, they'll say no. And it's like, is this a vibration we want to share with each other? Or do we want to talk openly? And do we want to share something important? Do we want to feel blessed in our lives that we have each other in each other's lives, Is this, does this feel good? Is this the state of being you want to be in? This division, this arguing, this, nobody's listening to me? Do you think that by yelling your point of view, it's going to make you feel more connected to anything? And it's not to tell people that they're not allowed to have opinions. Absolutely. But you see, look at these tens. Look at these ancestors throwing these tens and the devil in between. The real devil is making you feel like you belong in a sense of definition, okay? All of these things is dividing you, but they're creating groups and pockets, right? We're all creating groups and pockets. This person is this. Oh, you're like me. You belong in my group. And it makes you feel like you're together, but you're not. You're not. You're just in a group, a small group of together. The group could be so much bigger. The group could be tolerant and loving and respectful and all of those things. But instead, if there is a real devil, if there's a real devil to be had, okay, if we're supposed to give him a name, this devil, he's the one who's telling us. He's putting these restrictions in place. And then he holds us captive in those beliefs, okay? And then you feel good for a time because you're going, well, let's say, I'll give you an example. When I was a Catholic, I go, I'm a Catholic and you're a Protestant, and no, we can't, like way back when Protestants and Catholics couldn't marry each other. That was a big no. That was a big no. They're not the same religion. We can't. We don't have the same values. We cannot marry each other. We cannot be with each other. And that's where it starts, the segregating of people by religion, by race, by gender, by everything. We start separating ourselves because of this. And even now, with these wars of people trying to be themselves, they're actually doing more harm to themselves by segregating themselves, by giving themselves identities that they steal from others, that belonged to others before, right? But I say just let it all go. Let all of those definitions go. Let them fall into the drain ditch that they belong, okay? And go with feelings. Go with a vibration. Does this feel good? Does this feel good that you are attacking me? Does this make me feel blessed and abundant? No, it does not. This card makes you think that it is. Those little pockets where suddenly you feel you belong. And it's in this time, in these times, that the manipulators come out. The real manipulators, right? Because they know you crave to feel like you need to fit in. So they present you with a guidebook that, you should follow, that you should heed to, that you should So in order for you to belong, well, if you want to belong to my group, you know, all you have to do is this, this, and this. And if there's one or two things in there that you agree with and you go, oh, this must be the group I belong to. Okay? And that's when the harm is done. That's when the manipulations begin. And some take it to a very scary level. They build compounds. They make you drink poison. They are very, very scary people. Please, if anything this year, ancestors are telling, go back in the past. Learn from the past. See that all of this separation never created unity, ever. It only created division and separateness in a way where you feel completely alone. Because not only are you separating yourself from the rest of the world, you're also separating yourself from the most important thing. The vibration and your state of being with spirit, with the highest vibration. The one where you never ever feel alone. Okay? So, let's keep going. Wow, this is intense, you guys. Whoa, this is very intense. Bring it, I'm ready. I'm strong, I'll take it. Bring it, bring it, bring it, I'm ready. 5 of Cups. Yep. Okay. This 5 of Cups with them is saying that life is made up of different things. It's made of the pain. It's made of the happiness. Sometimes the cups will fall over. It's up to you to look at them. I've said this before, and they know this as well. Life is a learning experience. Everything they've done, everything you do, everything that's done after you is about learning. It's about passing down that knowledge. Okay? Doesn't mean that people will follow it. We sure as have not followed a lot of what our history has brought us. But we should have, if we have any documents, it should be read and understood on a spiritual level as well. What was here to learn? All the wars, all the diversity. What did we learn? That somebody was right and somebody was wrong? Or that by somebody being wrong we learned infinite wisdom about what we should be grateful for, what we should be looking at, which is blessings and abundance and tolerance and happiness and a vibration that makes people feel good and empowered, not bad and awful. The King of Pentacles saying that we have ample resources right now to create a most beautiful world. The technology is catching up. We have not caught up. That's for sure. That's for sure. A lot of us have not caught up to this. We're still doing the same crappy stuff that we did yesterday. Today we just do it in a brand new way. And lastly, the Knight of Pentacles is saying that this is going to take some time. There is progress though. And I'm going to tell you right now, viewer, you're the progress. The reason I said viewer is because if anybody else who's a crossover, who is watching this, and resonates with this, it's for the world, this message. It's not just for Pisces. Although I know my Pisces friends will absolutely get it. Okay? This is a worldly message. This is something that we have such a difficult time learning. The ancestors know this, that we have such a difficult time learning. It's breaking my heart, but to them, it's just a rite of passage right now. As a human being, I feel defeated when I'm reading this because I know. And sometimes I have to stand aside, and I know that my single voice in a comment section somewhere isn't going to make a whole lot of difference. But the life you live can make a difference. the things you say to people, how you empower them, what you offer this world, that can make a difference. If you're a power for the high vibration that we want to see in the world, then you are making a difference. Okay? Don't worry about the peanut gallery so much. You know, I honestly think that some of them are just going to exhaust themselves. And some of them will eventually come to understand. Okay. So, how do we do this? Well, Beautiful Spirit has this to say. We have to adapt to the situations that are currently in our face. And it's in our face. It's not really just around us. It's sometimes right in our face. So hard that we want to, I'll say, slap it across to, you know, until somebody gets a clue. But we need to adapt. And we need to juggle this kind of energy and put it to the side. And instead, use that energy creatively, because this is the Empress. So, build something new. Bringing life to new ideas. Be the mother of the invention of feeling better, of being better, of doing better. Okay? Connect with nature. Nature has a lot to teach us. As I said before, nature does not waste a single thing. Nature doesn't waste a single thing. It doesn't waste a forest fire. It doesn't waste a fallen tree. It doesn't waste anything. Everything has a purpose. Even if we think it's horrible, everything has it's this Five of Cups. Okay? Even the spilt stuff is doing something. Nothing is for naught. So don't feel overwhelmed when you're having a bad day or something doesn't go your way, or you get, you know, waylaid, or, you know, brought to a stop, or whatever. Everything brings a purpose in. Okay? Everything. Okay, so I actually, Pisces, had an actual spread to do here, but I guess it just took over, and their energy is so intense. But I am going to pull the cards that I saw here. Yeah, I am going to pull the cards that I saw here. But before I do that, I know you're here, but I need to take a thumbnail of this. This is a great picture, and I'm going to take, you see, now you see how I do this. Well, maybe not, because there, I didn't show it to you, but that's a thumbnail for this one. All right, Pisces. So let's do this beautiful spread. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be, before I forget, tomorrow is going to be some kind of New Year spread, okay? Because it's the 30th and the 31st, I'm doing January and the weekly. So, yeah. And I've already done the Wheel of the Year, but this is going to be something like different. It's going to be more on a message for the new year, like, you know, from all the guides, from ancestors, and you know, everybody. All right, so a message from your ancestors is number one. I think we got that one. So, but let's see what else I have to say here. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Before I started, all I heard is, oh, we're doing the fluffy read. Oh my God. Okay. So as predicted, the ancestors are saying for the new year, celebrate life, right? The Four of Wands, usually see the people clicking cups and everybody, so I feel whatever. We'll see what they have to say. And number two is a way to connect with them. Okay, so this is important, you guys. How can they connect with you as ancestors? Okay. So, of course, the 2 is coming out again, and this is to say, adapt, okay? Make a choice to connect with them, okay? Okay, so I guess I'm thinking being open and adapting to different things. And that's what they were talking about, right? Adapt to different things. Be open to things. Be tolerant to things. That opens you up. And I think what they're trying to say is that it opens you up to everything, not just them. It opens you up to spirit guides. It opens you up to higher vibes. And then you're able to connect more easily to those energies, to get help, to get guidance, okay? And when I say get help, it's not for them to give you the answers. It's for them to help you find the answers. That's what guides are there for, to help you find the answers you need. Okay? Okay, so let's see here. A generational lesson. See, this is a good one, guys. I don't know why. A generational lesson. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Okay, so I have the 8 of Swords. That's pretty intense. How do we block and sideline ourselves through time? A generational lesson. That's pretty much what they were talking about, right? How do we block ourselves? How do we stop ourselves from moving forward? How do we blindfold ourselves? How do we block ourselves in? How do we compartmentalize ourselves? How do we take ourselves and create all of these problems? That's the wisdom, right? That's the stuff they want you to, that's the lesson they want you to look at all the time. So if you've taken nothing from this reading, I want you to write this down somewhere. Okay? How in history have we been blocking ourselves constantly? Repeating the same patterns, staying stuck in the same prison. How have we been doing that? That's what they want you to think about. That's what they want you to look at. Makes complete sense. That makes all the sense in the world. For me right now, it's like, yeah, without a doubt. That is the problem. Yes. Okay? So, an ancestral gift you possess. Oh. The gift of breakthrough. The Ace of Swords. We can always overcome. We can always be triumphant, victorious. We can make a decision to change the way we think and get clarity and fresh perspective. We can realize what things are and how we can change it. We can make important decisions and we can see the truth in the situation, and then we can go forward as the arrow is straight. We can be king of our own lives, king and queen. Remember, don't tie yourself down to any kind of definition. Okay, 5. A way to honor them today. Well, I think that would be easy enough. Yeah. Okay, so you have the 10 and the cycles and the 2 of Cups. Harmonize. Harmonize with the way you feel. That's what I'm saying. Feel it. A state of being. A vibrational thing. Okay? How are you vibrating today? I would love for people to start talking like that. Are you vibrating well today? Don't know how you feel. What are you thinking? How are you vibrating today? I know, it sounds a little bit, hey, hey, if you're vibrating that way, it's not a bad thing either. You feel pretty good when you're vibrating that way. So, let's not pick nits here. But how are you, what's your state of being today? How are you feeling? How's your state of being? Is your energetic vibration a good one? Could you check in with that for me? How you know, energetically vibrating? I'd be going, I'm vibrating really high. My body's really tired, but I'm vibrating really high right now. I feel all powerful because I've got ancestral energy flowing through me, and yeah, they have big sticks. They have big sticks of wisdom. And they can be a little harsh too. Yeah, they can be a little harsh. They're kind of in your face, but in the best way. In the best way. As a human being, I feel exasperated by this. But I know that I'm not talking to the majority here, because my Pisces friends, I know you feel what I'm feeling. I know you've seen it. I know you've scrolled through stuff and felt the same way I do. I think this is probably one of the best and most important messages this week. You know, I thought I was just going to do like fun, frivolous stuff. Oh my God, all the messages that are coming this week are so amazing. I think they offer some real great pointers, some real helpful things for you to follow, to do. I'm going to leave you with this because I think this is enough. This is enough. In here is more than enough. It's, you know, just in this one reading, they're saying you could fix a lot in the world. Isn't that amazing? That in one simple reading, there's enough wisdom that could fix most of the world. Wow. Huh. Let's put out that wish. Huh? Let's put out that wish. Let's start vibrating really, really high this year, Pisces. Let's make it a year worth, you know, changing the vibrations around us. Let's make people aware. Let's make it a freaking trend. You know, everybody's all about trends. Let's trend this. Yeah. How's your state of being, Pisces? Let me know in the comments. Take good care of yourself. I'll be back a little later, well, tomorrow, and we'll do the new year. I'll find something to do. And take good care of yourself. I'll see you later. I gotta go. Bye for now.